Well, here we are, lovely Sunday at the markets, and it's one of those real dreamy days all the stallholders and myself love. No wind and just beautiful sunshine. No hint of rain, the best. Yeah, and markets are really big today, full of great stalls and variety. So yeah, really happy. Summer's on its way. It's really looking good. So today I thought I would talk about anyone that wants to be a stallholder, how to choose a market, which one. So we're going to delve into that one for you today and give you some advice on how to choose a market. Welcome to Manly Markets 2095. Manly is the first beach north of Sydney Harbour and can easily be reached by ferry, car or bus. My name is Mark and I've been running the Manly Markets for 10 years now, and I have over 30 years retail experience in the surf industry, which has really helped me understand the markets business overall. Each week I'm going to show you all around our markets, including how we run them, introduce our stallholders, show you around Manly and interview some locals along the way. Please subscribe and enjoy our weekly shows every Friday. Okay, so I'm going to read from notes here because there's really important stuff here. So you're deciding you want to get into markets. Okay, which market? Well, obviously location is very important. You want somewhere where people go to naturally, and you don't want to be at a market out in the back of the street somewhere. I mean, unless it's really established, then, you know, like Manly, take for instance. Speaking from experience, you know, we've got the harbour one side and the beach the other, so, you know, we just naturally get people jumping on the ferry from the city, enjoying that beautiful harbour ride, and then they get off the ferry and they walk down the main mall and bang, there's the markets, and just beyond us is the beach. So we get lots of people coming through who probably just stumble on the markets, but anyway, we get millions of people walking down the Corso. So that's what you need to do, find a market that's in a good location and gets a lot of people through and is established. Another thing too, it's important, travel time for you. If you, I don't know how, you know, some people travel 1 to 2 hours to come to our market. I don't know how they do it. They try to do it every week, but it must get a bit hard on them. But that's up to you, but I would consider travel time because markets, say like ours, are from 9 till 5 mostly. So that's a good 8 hours. You're on your feet talking to people. You set up time before that, maybe half an hour or an hour, and then you pack up time after that, maybe half hour, an hour. So it's a really long day. And, you know, if you're a creative person making art or whatever your products are, then you've probably been manufacturing your stuff all week. And yeah, how much energy have you got? So I'd consider definitely a travel time, maybe pick a market that's close by. Does it have good transport? You know, like here we're lucky, we've got the ferry, got buses coming from everywhere, and obviously accessible by car. And Manly also has 4 council underground car parks which have 2-hour free parking, and that's a big asset for us. That really helps. So look for those sort of things too. Other interesting draw cards. Well, once again, we're lucky. We've got the beautiful harbour and we've got the beach, and lots of other things around. North Head, which has views of the harbour and the city, the beach of course, and then beyond, you know, the northern beaches. So definitely lots of draw cards here. When you get to that market, how does it look? Is it well run? You know, what's the layout like? Are the store? Is there a good variety of stalls, or does it look like they don't care? They just take rent from anyone. I mean, that's something we really or I concentrate hard on, and we don't just accept anyone. We put them through an application process, and we work on variety, you know. If we have a good variety, I know that people are going to love coming to the market. There's something for everyone. And also the stallholders, they can have a viable business, you know, and they're not, you know, you don't want to have all jewelry. You got to have jewelry of various types, not all the same. Same with clothing and also candles, you know. We only have a few candle sellers. So check the variety of the market, make sure it's a good balanced market, and see if there's any products like yours there, and make sure there's not too many like yours, and so that you've got a chance to make some money. Funny subject, the management. Obviously make contact with the market and see how their dealings are with you. Are they professional? Are they polite? Are they fair? You know, just get a read on them, because I don't know, I've always had the thought in business that it should be fun, and you know, you should enjoy dealing with people, and they should enjoy dealing with you. So you want the experience to be not only easy but pleasurable and helpful. So, you know, it's something we work on here too. Pricing, find out what their store costs are, and also find out what all the market store prices are, and just figure out if that's fair. I hear all different reports from my stall holders who do go to other stall markets, and they give me feedback on pricing, and yeah, some are definitely too high. We just try to be fair here, you know. It's been COVID, so we've sort of been adjusting our prices accordingly, because of the lack of international tourists, people not being able to travel. Just changed how Manly was. Unfortunately, we have quite a affluent area in Manly, so even though the locals couldn't travel, they were definitely spending quite well in the market, which was good. So we thank them for that. What does the market's weather policy look like? You know, we don't trade in the rain generally, because if it's raining in Manly, the people don't come, so it's not worth their while, and also it's unpleasant, and a lot of people's products get wrecked. So look at that. Some markets just seem to say they trade no matter what, and if you've paid, you don't get your money back, which is just crazy. But anyway, check it out. If you're happy with that, then go with it. If not, go and find another market. Make sure you're aware of all their rules. You know, the rules are there, they've got to be followed, and you know, someone like our market, we're in the middle of Manly, and wow, I've got a big document on rules, but they all make sense, and it's mostly for everyone's safety. And also, you know, we're surrounded by a lot of shops. We're here to enhance the area and help them have more business, as well as the markets make good business too. So, you know, we work within the rules, and we expect all the store holders to do the same. So check out the rules of the markets you're interested in, and make sure you understand them, and also, yeah, if you agree with them. What's their booking procedure? You know, how far ahead do you have to book? Do you have to prepay? Another aspect. And if something comes up, will you get your money back? Make sure you know all these things before you start. And yeah, if you just a person that thinks, oh yeah, one day I just don't want to come, yet you're booked in, well, maybe markets isn't for you, because it's got to go both ways. You know, sometimes I get let down by people who just decide that there's a cloud in the sky and they won't come. Well, I just explain to them that that's really not how markets work, and you know, it's probably best to go somewhere else, to be honest, because you know, a market is sure there's individuals, but it only works as a good market if everyone works together and is consistent, turns up, and that way you support each other, and it just creates a good market atmosphere, which I feel we have in Manly. Does the markets manager have good communication with you and their store holders? I think it's important that you know, you communicate with your store holders, and vice versa. I expect my store holders to always communicate with me, give me fair warning on anything that might be coming up or any changes they've got to make. Marketing is an important one. What sort of marketing plans does the market you're interested in have? I mean, obviously the basics of social media are important. Instagram, Facebook, not so much. You know, during COVID, when we were closed, I got the idea of doing this YouTube show, and yeah, it's been fun, and a lot of store holders are giving me good feedback and saying they're getting a lot out of it, and that's why I'm getting into more now of the how-to and instructions and advice on how to be a store holder and how to get the most out of it. So yeah, check the marketing of this market you're looking at and see if it suits you. A really important thing to do is go visit the market that you're probably interested in, or if you don't know which market, go and visit several. I mean, I try to do that when I can. It's a bit hard when you work weekends to go to other markets, but as you saw, I travelled overseas and made sure I visited some really important markets, and it was great. Really good to check out, you know, Portobello, Mowers Park in Berlin, and then Marseille, just the local market there. Very interesting, you know, it confirms what you're doing, or it teaches you something you should be doing. So definitely go visit markets, and while you're there, go and talk to some store holders. You know, some of the store holders will be happy to talk to you, and they'll share ideas with you and tell you what their market's like, what's good, what's bad, and yeah, feedback's always good. Once you do jump in and start doing a market, then maybe try a few. It's always a good thing. I find a lot of my new store holders are trying different markets, and after a while they might decide to not come back to our market. It's not quite right for them for whatever reason. And then I also find others that give up other markets and just stick with our market, which is great. We always like that. So definitely try a few. And if you do, don't judge a market on one day. It's very rare that a new store holder has a fantastic first day. Yeah, it does happen, but it's rare, but it's quite unbelievable. But you can definitely build up your clientele by coming regularly to one market. So if you are going to start, maybe consider doing a month, 4 days, and then see how that goes. Anyway, that's about it, I think, as far as choosing which market's right for you. I hope it's helped you, and feel free to make any comments or ask any questions, because I've been doing it now 11 years, and I'd love to share anything I can to help anyone out there that wants to become a store holder.